y'all. This globe was made in the 1950s. It is fragile. Sort of like some of y'all's imaginations. Oh, you think you know your world? Are you sure you aren't equatorial and provincial? Okay, let's test you. Where are the penguins at? No, they're not at the North Pole where Santa Claus is. The polar bears are up there. Penguins are way down here at the South Pole. Very, very smart penguins to be so far away from the polar bears. What would we have if we had polar bears at both poles besides a ruckus with the penguins? Bipolar bears. All right, bipolar bears. That doesn't mean that polar bears are mentally unstable, but they will eat you. Ooh. And always remember, for your own safety, because there are no vegetables in the Arctic, that pretty much means that polar bears are not vegetarians. Vegetation is the real problem with the world. From vegetation sprouts all sorts of vices. Marijuana itself is a plant, and from grapes and grain we make booze. The pristine Inuits do not even have to worry about peyote. And how do these insidious plants propagate their ideas? Via those who talk to the trees. Well, after all, the trees are bigger than us. Peer pressure, you know. Unbeknownst to most of us, we are engaged in a power struggle. So what should we do? Eat more plants. Eat them all. The natives in the past used to smash acorns and eat the mash to get high. Yes, they were nuts. An Inuit girl asked, what are nuts? Are they hard? Yes. To give plants their due respect, though, vegetation does create jobs. Look at all the people who are employed with leaf blowers. Poor Inuits don't even have any leaves. Here is a motto for equatorial people. Grass. Don't leave home without it. No, the Inuits don't have grass. Don't you feel sorry for them? Nor do they have resies, or stems, or seeds to hold them over in a pinch. Nebuchadnezzar from the Bible ate grass for 7 years, but only when he could not find the light. And concerning the etiquette of grass, Inuits are a lot higher than Mexicans. I met some Inuits and I said, hi, and they said, we wish. The Colombians have all the grass. The Inuits are going without grass. Moreover, the police said, we will be dipped if the Inuits will have grass. And the Inuits looked at the ice floe at their feet, and then at the police, rather benignly. A good anti-drug slogan. Stay by the equator, don't get high. But on the lighter side, do you know what an Inuit with cigarettes says after 3 long months in the darkness? My God, somebody give me a light. Here's an Inuit's blues song. Whoa, man, it's been black so long. Oh, man, come on out, son. Whoa, man, it's been black so long. Come on out, son. When Jesus returns and restores the world to paradise, we will all live with the trees and the grass and the little woodland animals, which to the Inuits is probably a frightening as heck prospect. You might say the jig is up. However, we now know it is the Inuits who are up. You are talking to someone who has achieved new planes of lightness in their mind. I have reached the state where I can imagine it light all the time. And I ain't even high. And they said the deep seas were the last frontier on Earth. Whoever said that was clearly not bipolar. No, you can't do it all day long. Even the blondes aren't that stupid. Alright then. Antipodes are the people on the exact opposite side of the world from you. Stupid antipode, I'm not upside down, you're the one upside down. I had a dream that all day long we were with white girls. Alright, all day long we were with the light girls. Someone said I was colored, and that was probably a mistake, for the Aurora Borealis kid likes things in black and white. Girls like living by the equator, where every 12 hours the sun comes up. Alright, I have been picking on you equatorial people pretty good, but in truth, you are intelligent right down here by the equator, having 12-hour days and 12-hour nights, sun after sun after sun. Any such people that live their entire lives based on such resuns can't be entirely stupid. Yeah, like you had anything to do with it. My little cousin in Texas said, yes, I can do stay up all day long, and I told him, you're just bragging, mister. We are here by the equator, and the ones that are bipolar said, yes, we know. All right. I have a girlfriend with blonde hair, and she said, my hair is light all the time, and I said, I could spend my entire life in the light. Once every 90 days in the Arctic summer, the Vikings would say, have a good day, which is why they were not noted for niceties. But teacher, if the long Arctic darkness is so black, why didn't you turn black? But little Johnny, I am black. It was so black, how could I not think of you, my brother? All right there. In the Arctic summer, I waited for the darkness of nightfall, and it was like it never happened. Glory be to the light. The bipolar religion espouses two-party system like the current policies of the United States. Moreover, the dark and light parties of the bipolar religion are again similar in that one party is always in the dark about matters, and the other claims to be enlightened. Yuri Gagarin, the first Russian launched into space, trying to be a good communist, said he did not see God. You know why he did not see God? Because God belongs to the dark side of the bipolar religion and was on the dark side of the earth. All right, keep God in the dark. And for those of you on the dark side, there will be no dawn for you. I know a girl who was very adamant about not belonging to the bipolar religion. She exclaimed, no, you ain't going to catch me running from pole to pole. And be careful if you go to the poles. As you can clearly see from this globe, there are great big holes there. You don't want to fall in. All right. And considering the depth and perspective of the bipolar religion and revealing to you that you could spend your entire life in the daylight or the night, I bet a lot of you are right now asking yourself, why didn't we think of that? You know why you didn't think of that? Because you're provincial and equatorial. Know what the light priests of the bipolar religion wear to keep their britches up? A sun belt. Yes, and on the light side of the bipolar religion, there will not be any pesky angels coming down and waking you up in the middle of the night with bright lights, because it will be like already light. Every 6 months, the bipolar religion switches to salt and pepper. The bipolar religion is a superior religion because while most religions only have one set of priests, we have two. Double the fun, as well, double the collection plates. Bye now.